It is that time of year again. It's OSHA record keeping time. So, as consultants, this is a good time for you to truly get into the minds of your potential clients. This is where you could do record keeping services. This is where you could do some record keeping classes. It's all record keeping every day, all day. This is the heart of the season, as this recording is on February 2nd, 2026. And then this episode, what I'm going to do is let's talk about services that we could provide during this time period. All right. So record keeping, that's what we got today. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Sheldon Primus.
Welcome to the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus, where we blend safety smarts with business brilliance and a pinch of Sheldon's signature wit. Whether you're a safety pro, a fresh-faced consultant, or just safety curious, get ready for a show that'll educate, entertain, and elevate your safety game. Let's dive into the art of consulting with your safety Sherpa himself, Sheldon Primus.
This episode is powered by Safety FM.
All right. Welcome back to everybody to the Safety Consultant Show. This is Sheldon Primus. This is the show where I help you guys with the business of being safety consultants. Talk about OSHA compliance, like we're going to today. Talk about all kinds of stuff. So I just want to help you be ready for your prime purpose, prime job, whatever it is. It's safety consulting. So that's what I do. So thank you guys for being with me. I'm rounding up 5 years. I'm about to start our 6th year in this, and it's been awesome. So those of you that are literally been listening but not subscribing, I'm gonna ask for a plea here. And my plea is to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, whatever service you're using. Can you please just hit the, follow, subscribe, whatever the wording is, on your iTunes, or maybe even, I believe the other big one that everyone uses is the, what's the Google one? Not Google. Oh, goodness. Anyway, whatever service. You know what service you're listening to, Jan. It's free to do. Go ahead and do it. If you're watching me on YouTube at Safety Consultant, which is youtube.com/@Safety Consultant, then go ahead, do the same thing. Just go ahead and join the community. We've got like 6,000 followers, I believe, right now, the subscribers. So just go ahead and join up wherever you're listening to. As of to date, getting into our topic, which is OSHA record keeping, the U.S. government has a shutdown, and it is customary that when there's a shutdown, that the days that they have are actually not work days. So you may have like a little extension that you're going to see given to some of the workers, or to say some of the employers. So that's a little caveat I'm going to throw in today. So currently in record keeping, there is a deadline for electronic records to be submitted as March 2nd. I don't know if there's going to be an extension to that deadline or not, but I don't know. They can't process everything the way they do during shutdowns, because right now the only people that are working are going to be the individuals who are the assistant area directors and the area directors, so the leadership group. They don't have the capacity to go through some of this stuff, so it probably would have an extension because of a shutdown period. But just be prepared that as of now, March 2nd is going to be where you're going to have electronic submittals. And honestly, I'm going to just focus in on record keeping, because there's an urgency to record keeping right now. You are going to have some industries that are going to be more, they're going to be more sensitive to OSHA record keeping. So that means you're going to have a really good opportunity to reach out and try to get your business going, launch it out a little. All right. So here's some people who are required to submit electronic records, and not just everyone, but just anybody that has 20 to 249 employees. Now, they have to submit if they're in the NAICS code, and this is the first 2 digits of the code, 11, 22, 23, 31 through 33, and so on. I can't give you all of them, but where you could find this, though, is CFR, which is Code of Federal Regulations, and 1904, which is the record keeping rule. You want to go to Subpart E. That's just a grouping of smaller collection of hazards, and it's Appendix A. So these are industries that OSHA says their days away restricted transfer rates are high enough that they want to make sure that they keep tabs on them. And so you now have a list of people that could be your target market. So as you go around and look at your LinkedIn, looked at your neighborhood, church, places that you go, you now could extend an offer, and your offer is going to help them during this time period. All right, so this is an active pain point happening right now. There's another group of people who are exempt. So if you go to your 1904 rules, you don't waste your time trying to get record-keeping services for the people who are partially exempt, and that's going to be in your Subpart B and Appendix A. When you get to Appendix A, you'll see a listing of all companies that are exempt. So again, focus on the companies and the Subpart E, Appendix A. That's the high hazard industries, and they're small enough that you might be able to be able to reach a decision maker fairly easy through LinkedIn, or again, cold calling is, you still could do that. Showing up at your chamber of commerce and talking to some people in these industries as you listen up to everyone doing their 1-minute pitch, you know who you're going to target. That's a way to find these individuals. And so after you find them, you're going to have to structure something, right? One of the things you could do is do a free review of the past 3 years of their OSHA logs, the 300, 301, 300A logs. So if you are going to review those logs for them, you'll be able to start seeing areas where there has been some issues before, and now you could review them, give them a summary of what you found, and the pitch is going to be, let me help you with this year's, especially if you found some significant deficiencies, right? So now your services on this side is going to be a OSHA compliance record keeping package. Maybe you could base it off of 10 hours. Don't give it an hour per hour charge, but you want to look up how much would one record-keeping injury or misreporting, let's say, not even the injury, misreporting be for that NAICS code. So best way to find that is when you go to OSHA.gov. So you're going to go to OSHA.gov. You're going to look under the Enforcement tab or Data and Statistics tab. One of those will probably have it. But what you want to get to is you want to get to the part where you can look up the inspection summaries. So when you get to the inspection summaries, just do a description keyword of record keeping, and or if you know specifically the code, you could do record keeping and that code, North American Industry Classification System Code, NAICS, with the term record keeping. And once you do a search for that, then you're going to look for industries that have truly people that have been fined or something else for that. So when you do find that someone's been fined, that's what you're going to use to get your dollar figure. All right. So now you know, like Ashley Furniture at one point got fined like $2,500 for something they did wrong with record keeping. Things like that. And that's what you're looking for. So now your price off of this actual service is going to avoid this citation. This citation is typically worth X dollars. I'm going to do a percentage less than X dollars, and now that's your price, not your hourly. All right, so that's what you're doing. For those of you who want to and have the capacity to actually do local or online events, this is the time you should do your OSHA record keeping events. So how you're going to structure that is you want to go to the OSHA compliance letter, which is CPL 02-00-172, and that's a revised OSHA. It's from last year. OSHA revised their compliance directive on record keeping. So that is the compliance directive as to when a compliance officer goes and they do a record keeping investigation. They're going to follow CPL 02-00-172. So you take this content from that compliance letter, and now you can create your course. You're going to teach people per this compliance letter, and you could do it online, you could do it in person, and now you could use this compliance letter to create your PowerPoints and everything else that you need, so that when someone is in attendance, you already know that they have a pain point of record keeping. And now your services can be, at the end of this, is you could do a mock OSHA audit, you could do an audit of their previous OSHA logs. Some way now you can introduce yourselves into the attendees of this. So those are two ways that you guys could create your own record keeping services. More than two ways, I guess, by now, but this is the time. We're already late. You probably should have been on it in January, but since this is in the middle, if you act with some urgency, at this point, I would reach out to past clients and talk to them about how are they doing with their record keeping this year. And once you get to that, how are you doing with your record keeping this year? Now that's going to that's going to get you to open up with these offers. All right, so don't sleep on the record keeping, because right now it is the middle of the period for electronic submission. A lot of people are going to be confused about what to do. And again, this is establishment based. I guess not again, I didn't tell you guys. So it's establishment based. So if someone has a firm of 10 locations, each establishment might be able to be a different client. It depends on if they centralize or decentralize. But anyway, record keeping, man, this is it. This is how you're going to get some of your services going, get your business going. So I'm going to end it at that. I wanted this to be a nice, quick, get-at-you episode. And honestly, 1904 is the record-keeping rule. Look into that real good. Look for people who've been cited in your area, and that's going to give you your list, all right? So honestly, I think I gave you guys enough information to get some business, get some work in. So now it's your time to take action. Go get them.
That's a wrap for today's safety show. Remember, safety isn't just about hard hats and caution signs. It's about business smarts too. Thanks for joining us on the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus. Until next time, stay safe, stay savvy, and keep consulting like a boss. Go get 'em. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or broadcast are those of the host and its guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within the past hour, only examples. It should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the positions of the company. No part of this podcast or broadcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast or broadcast, Sheldon Primus.
This episode has been powered by Safety FM.
Are you ready to make a difference? Introducing the Safety Consultant Blueprint course. Unlock your potential as a safety consultant. Learn the skills, strategies, and ethics to create safer workplaces for your very own client. From risk assessment to client acquisition, we've got you covered. Become a safety consultant and open doors to being your own boss. Join us and be the hero of workplace safety. Enroll today. Safety starts with you. Take the first step now. Visit our website and enroll in the Safety Consultant Blueprint course. Empower businesses. Protect lives. SafetyConsultantBlueprint.com.